Hey everyone, welcome back. So first off, I'd like to apologize because it's been a while since I posted my last video. I think it was like 3 weeks ago now, I believe. But anyway, it's just because there's a lot of things that has happened throughout the past weeks. But I do appreciate everyone's patience for waiting for this next one right here. Anyway, the next look that I will be doing is inspired by one of the Facebook memories that showed up on my account one time, where I was wearing a monochrome pink look, like pink on the eyes, pink on the lips, cheeks, and all. So I decided to make that an inspiration for today's look. It's just because I do have these new Maybelline palettes anyway from the last time, so I wanted to use more of it and give it another chance because I feel like it just needs to be built up on the eyes anyway for it to show up, but we'll see how it goes. And as well, I wanted to also feature this one, this lipstick right here. It's just because it's so pretty, like the color, the shade of the color of this one. And we'll just base it off from there, I guess. So let's get started. Alright, so usual thing, I start off with a clean face. I have already proceeded to moisturizing it as well. And I feel like I owe you guys doing a video where instead of like I pre-record my voice and just lay it over like the video, I feel like I owe you guys something that where I'm more involved into the video. So yeah, let's start everything from scratch so that you can see how I do my makeup again. Alright, so yeah, like I mentioned, moisturize the face and then I'll just proceed into applying eyebrows. So let's get started. Yeah, it's been what, 3 weeks like I said, since the last video that I did. And by the way, the last video was about helping me decide into what look I was hoping to use for the occasions that I attended the past weekends ago, like 2 weekends. Sorry, my dates are all over the place. Anyway, it was for my niece's christening and my nephew's birthday that time, and I do appreciate 2 of the people who commented on that video where they participated and selected which look I should go, which helped me in deciding which one to go with. So that's that. Anyway, how's everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing well, and yeah, we're just going to do a monochrome look because I feel like the eyeshadow palette that I use, I think I criticized it too much without even giving it a chance, and then just basing it off you know, first impressions on it. So I wanted to give it a chance more by doing an actual look just dedicated for the palettes that I have. So yeah, with the eyebrows, you know the drill. Like what I do, I just brush it off and line it just to get the shape that I want. We'll see how the shape goes today. You know, I feel like it's always a different shape every time, and I don't know what shape I'm going with every time I do my makeup. That's why I envy those other women who have like full eyebrows, you know, like they just have to, I guess, just brush it and then just put a bit of gel on it. Filling in is not a problem for them, as opposed to me where I actually have to draw my eyebrows. Although I wanted to try those eyebrow gels where, you know, the hairs will stick up. I want to give that look a try. You can just like comment on the comment section on what drugstore eyebrow gel you would recommend or that you actually use, which one works, and I'd like to give it a try. So that's that. And yeah, doing my eyebrows is one of the things that eats up most of my time in doing makeup, just for me to get that perfect shape. Anyway, enough of me ranting about my eyebrows. I guess it's got its pros as well, where I actually can do the shape that I want. You know, I can't believe other women who like they actually shave it. and then draw it back. So I guess that's one advantage of having really thin eyebrows. And by the way, I'm just gonna put the description of the products below in the description box, or you'll probably see it pop up somewhere in the sides all throughout this video, because I feel like doing my makeup, I tend to sometimes forget mentioning the products. It's hard to talk and do those things at the same time, like do your makeup at the same time. And I think that's pretty much it. We've got the shape that we want. Okay, so after the eyebrows, I will be putting on the primer. So just a small size and concentrating it on my T-zone area. And applying it on my eyes just to prep it for, you know, concealer later on. And then just to wait for it to be absorbed, I will be curling my lashes. I actually pinched my eyelid right there. You see how short my eyelashes are? That's a sign of it being short. It's me pinching my eyelids. Good. Also, since I did mention earlier that I was able to select and choose the look for my niece's christening and my nephew's birthday, the look that I ended up doing is the yellow look, which I think I'm going to do a separate video for that, just so that you can see what actual look I did for those occasions right there. Anyway, after curling the eyelashes, I'll be using the, let's use the CoverGirl BB cream. With that, what do you call this? Picture that popped up in my Facebook account, the one that, like I mentioned, I was inspired with doing or redoing, that is. It's a monochrome pink look, and I just feel that it's timely, you know, because it's still springtime here in Canada. I don't know. It's probably just me, but for me, when I think of like spring equals flowers, most flowers are pink. If that makes sense. Probably not, but anyway, so that's that. And I'm just using my hands to spread BB cream. This is something that I have done before, by the way, like using my hands to spread the BB cream. I just feel like it kind of warms up the product itself, which makes it easier to spread on the face. And then I start with a small amount and then just, you know, add more if needed. But as much as, you know, I try to control the amount of the BB cream being used so that it won't feel too much on the face. So that's on the face, and then I'll put a little bit more for the neck. Oh nga pala, I wasn't able to greet all the moms who follows me on my YouTube channel a happy Mother's Day to us. And I guess it's also one of the reasons why I want to do this pink look, and Pink Monochromatic look, dedicated for the moms out there. This is for you. And then, of course, we're going to smoothen it with a damp sponge, as always. And I don't know, this BB cream, I think I mentioned in one of my videos where I introduced it. This specific product and shade oxidizes on me. That's why I use a tone lighter. That's why I use the medium, or sorry, the light to medium shade, because it oxidizes on the face. I bought the medium one time, I think, or there's just like medium, I forgot, but it's CoverGirl still, and it oxidized so much that it made my face too dark. Like my complexion too dark. So if ever you're thinking of getting it as well, go a tone lighter. Ayan. So okay na siya. Okay, so after the face, let's do some concealer. I'll be using the Maybelline concealer. Same old, just to cover up any blemishes and redness on the face. some on the chin, just to highlight as well in that area. Around the nose, that's where I get a lot of redness there. Struggle is real, guys. A lot of pimples. I think it's almost that time of the month for me. I really love this concealer because it's so smooth and so light. Comparing it to the E.L.F. camo that I have. Sorry, I forgot the name, but you'll see it in my other videos where I've used it. This one is really lighter. Of course, since it's lighter, it's not, I would say, the full coverage compared to the other one, the E.L.F. Hindi rin naman full coverage yun, I would say. That's just my opinion. Kasi, I don't know, since it's too thick for me, for my liking, don't get me wrong, I like the coverage of it, but it's so thick that at the end of the day, you know, when the makeup is hulas already, it kind of highlights my fine lines, especially on that eye area. See that line right there? I have it on both of my eyes. It just highlights those fine lines that I have. So that's why I like using it. At the same time, I don't. Alright, so that's that, covering all those areas right there. And as per usual, after using my hands for that, I'll be using my sponge again to smoothen everything out. I know I should be setting an example, especially for my daughter who's, you know, entering the teenage years and starting to have those blemishes on the face. I don't follow what I advise her, which is don't pick on your pimples. I do it still anyway. So bad. Don't be like me. So that's that. Okay, so after concealer, let's now set the face with the translucent powder. I'm so happy I was able to clean my brushes the other day as well. Nothing beats using clean brushes. Right, so basically I'm going to bake areas we concealed. Under the eye, on the nose, the chin, and those spots we put concealer on. Okay, and then just swipe it and try to spread it all over the face. I do stippling motions first, and then I do, I don't know what motion this is called. Buffering, is that it? I try to put more on my eyes just to prep it for the eyeshadow, but not too much because I'll be using a light, sort of like cream colored shade of eyeshadow just to prep it more and to be ready for the shades that we'll be applying. So that's that. And then we'll be jumping now to I don't want to bronze my face. Let's be easygoing this time and just do blush from the Contour Kit palette. I decided to use this one because this is much pinkier. Is that a word? And I don't know, I'm just inventing my own words, I guess, as we go here. But this has what trying to say, I guess it has more intense color compared to the Essence blush that I recently got. So using this brush right here, tap tap tap. You know, this blush on, or putting blush on only, reminds me of my days in high school. I remember some of my classmates putting it on, not just high school, like I guess even when I was in college. And it's a thing before where you put baby powder and then blush on, and that's it. I think I put too much on my nose though. If you find it too intense, which sometimes I do get overboard with my blush, I just use the sponge to sort of like just dampen it a bit. Because similar to foundation or the BB cream, whatever you're applying on your face, it kinda absorbs it. So anyway, let's just let go of that brush so that we don't go too much on it. And then I think we're on to let's set everything first actually with this setting spray. And you guys, remember this is a new product, new brand that I've never used from before, the PACIFICA. It does its job, so I would highly recommend you getting it, because aside from setting spray, you can actually use it for sort of like a primer as well, and then all throughout the day in between, it also refreshes your makeup. So very multi-purpose. I would really highly recommend you guys getting this. Taray na promote. Okay, so I'm drenching my face. We'll just wait for that to dry up. Okay, so now that our face is dried up, let's jump now into doing the monochromatic eye look here, featuring the Blush Avenue palette. It's all pink from that look that I did from before, but just to give it a twist this time, I think I'm gonna go with using this purple shade right here as well. I mean, I know it's not pink, but it's in the same cool tone anyway, so why not? So let's use this blending brush right here. I have my basahan, my rug. It's just like an old shirt that I have. I'll be using it to clean my brushes in between, just to jump on different shades on the eyeshadow. And if you remember, this palette here doesn't have names for the colors itself, so I'll just be pointing all throughout which one I'll be using for today. Okay, so starting off with this light cream shade right here as a base, to swipe it, and then I'll swipe it all over my eyelids. Yes, go right into it. Don't be afraid to go even under your eyebrows or your brow area, brow bone area, that is. I also decided on doing a video where I'm talking, because I feel like it helps me, and this is just something personal, by the way, it helps me become more articulate, I guess. I'm not a talker, I'm more of a listener. And for anyone who knows me well, I'm an introvert, so this would help me build up my confidence. Cherries. Okay, so that's that. And then now I'll be using this pink shade. It's a matte shade, this one right here in the corner, and same thing, I'll just dust it all over my eyes, but concentrated more on the crease area, not going, you know, on this area right here, just basically just to give me that color. Windshield wiper motions, circular motions, parang smoky eye na pink. And like I said, I wanted to give this palette a chance. So what I'm doing right now is just packing on the color and building it up more so that it's visible. Kasi nga, from the last video that I did, I feel like I was being too harsh on the palette, where I criticized it a lot, saying that it's too light. So I'm trying to give it a chance again. And I don't want it to go to waste anyway too, because it's a really pretty palette. Okay, see, it's starting to build up already right there. I don't know if you can notice it, but definitely the camera doesn't do it justice. Jumping now on my right eye. So that's that. Is it pantay na? Sorry, I keep on doing this. It's just because like I have a problem with lighting. So I try to cover the light a bit just to see if it's even. I think it's pantay na. I hope you can see the pink shade already. Okay, and like I said, I'm just gonna clean my brush here so that I can go back to the cream shade one. And like I have shared with you guys, so that those, see that? There's a bit of a harsh line right there. I'll be jumping back to the lighter shade right here to blend it and make the eyeshadow seamless. It's a very good technique. All you have to do is just practice on it and anyone can do it. I mean, I'm a self-taught and I love DIYs, and that's where I guess my passion for makeup started, watching videos of different, vloggers. I mean, I didn't learn this overnight, of course. So that's that. Okay, so for that twist that I'm talking about, I'll let go of this and I'll be, actually, no, I'll use this again. I tend to change my mind a lot. For that twist, anyway, I'll be using now this purple shade right here. Still on the eyelid, but this time concentrating it more on the outer corner of my eye and then a little bit more tighter onto the crease area. Okay, not all the way in this time, just concentrating it on the outer V. So just tapping it first. And then, see? Because I feel like the purple shade will be pretty with the pink and it gives it more depth. See that? I don't know if you can see it, but let me just move a bit more forward. Here. Okay, I think that's enough. Because the purple one is intense. It's very intense compared to, of course, to the pink. Okay. And then same thing. I'll be just cleaning the brush again and then go back to that pink shade just to incorporate everything and blend everything together so that we're not also ending up with a purple look. Like I promised, we're gonna do a pink look for this one, just with a twist. Okay, so going back with that pink shade right there, we'll just blend everything out. Ayan. Can you see that? Maybe I'll put the camera closer. Moving on. So that's that. I'm still blending the pink shade right there. So that's that. And then now I'll be putting on shimmer onto the eyes. You know, why not? Let's use this. That's a shimmery shade. This one right here, and we'll use this. So this one, I'll be putting it on sort of like the center of my eyelid. And then this one, somewhere closer to the inner corner of the eyes. But I'll be using a different brush, of course. A flat shader brush for this shade right here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm just packing it on, you guys. Because like I said, it's really light. I don't know if it's just my skin tone, because I really have, not really have, but I tend to have like a darker shade of skin. As for us Filipinos kasi, I'm not fair. I'm morena is what they call it. So I don't know if it's probably one of the main things as well as to why in general this shade doesn't show up on my skin, I guess, because of me being darker skinned. So now I'm just packing it in para litaw siya. So you see what I'm talking about, guys, is that the fallout on it, you see that? Because of me tapping here on my mirror, I didn't notice it. It's on my mirror now and on my hands too. So one thing that I don't like about the palette, but the surprising thing is there's no fallout on my face, which is weird. So that's why I sort of like have this love-hate relationship with this palette. And then I'll be using a different brush for the other one here, the lighter one. Another flat brush. And we'll be using now this shade right here, the lighter shimmery one. So let's just do that, and then sorry, I'm covering my eyes again. You're not able to see what I'm doing. The only thing though, now that I'm actually applying it on my eyes, it's like the same color with that darker pink one. But let's just roll with it, you guys. It's already there, so why not? It's still pretty though, nonetheless. Like, it's still a pretty color of shade, of pink. Oops, I went outside there. No. Okay, so that's that. I don't know if you would notice a difference right there. Jump back to this blending brush right here, and then blend everything together. Going back to that matte pink shade here in this corner, just to blend everything on this area. Get a bit of it. Yeah. And then since we're at it anyway, let's now add that matte pink under the eyes. Okay, so that's that. And then I'll be using that lighter shimmery shade closer to this area right here. And voila. And then now to tie everything together, I'll be using the Nudes of New York palette. And the only shade that I'll be using here is the shade Originator, this one. And then I'll be applying it on the inner corners and my brow bone area using a detailer brush. Just to make the eyes open. I don't need to say. And then the brow bone area. Right there. Parang hindi naman siya kita. Charot. Lagyan pa natin. Let's put more. Plus, why not? There, now I can see it. There you go. Okay, so after finishing the eyes, actually it's not finished. I'm just gonna go back into curling my lashes, and then let's put on mascara. I've been saying that it's finished, but it's actually not. Okay, so after that, let's get our mascara. Just removing the excess right there, guys. And of course, if you want to make the look a bit more dramatic, you can always apply either an eyeliner or false lashes. But I just want to do something easygoing for this look, sort of like we didn't put too much effort into it, kinda. That's why we're just going to stick with mascara for this one. The one thing though that I'm scared about putting on mascara, especially if I have eyeshadow, is actually ruining the eyeshadow look. You probably have done that, but I don't know. I have done it many times. Kind of ruin my eyeshadow where, you know, you accidentally brush it too much, or I don't know, there's just that sudden move and then whoop, mascara all over your eyelids. I hate it when that happens. Again with that word, I don't like it when that happens. Sorry. On my left eye. So that's why take your time into putting on makeup in general, not just mascara, of course. Just take your time into putting it. Okay. So that's that. And then after the mascara, I'll be putting on the highlighter. And which one should I go with? I think I'll just stick to this palette right here and use this highlighter. I like this one because it's like a champagne-y color, kind of like looks nice on my skin tone. And let's use the fan brush for that. So same areas on the high points of the face, upper cheek, temples, and then the tip of the nose, bridge of the nose as well, the cupid's bow, and the chin, a little bit on the chin. Okay, that's that. I don't want to go overboard with that. And that's pretty much it. Okay, so now just for good measure, I'll be spraying again this one just to refresh the look as well. Woo! It smells good. So just while waiting for it to dry, let's get the lipstick right here, which is a NYX Smooth Whip Matte Lip Cream in BDAY Frosting. I don't know if you remember, but this is a pretty intense sort of like hot pink, I would say. Probably you might even consider it like a berry shade pink. So if you find it too intense, you can just use let's say like the lip butter. This is red though, I know this is red, but what I do sometimes just to make my lips have that stain of sort of like pink into it, I just swipe it or dot it, spread, and then use some tissue to blot it. But for the sake of this look for today, we're just gonna go a bit more dramatic this time and use this one. Bango. Smells good. It really smells like frosting. Okay, so that's that, and then let's just get right into it. By the way, I have also applied lip balm earlier. Yeah, so it is really like a hot pink, dark pink, that is. So if this is not your thing, of course you can always change it and get a lighter pink shade. But like I said, it's just because like pink is not something that goes well, I find, with my skin tone. That's why if there is any shade of pink, I always choose darker ones. And then if you find it too intense, just get a piece of tissue and then just bite onto it. And you can probably get, let's say, like lip oil or lip gloss to put on top of the lipstick itself, para you will get that sort of like a glowy lips. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. That's the look that I am going with, which is inspired again by one of the pictures that went up on my memories from Facebook, which is an all pink look. Like I mentioned, I feel like this is a timely look now that it's springtime, and at the same time you can probably also rock this one for like a date night during spring, or probably date night for summer look as well. Anyway, I'm probably just making things up now. But you can probably just wear this anytime that you feel like wearing it, because it's pretty, and it's something easy as well, I believe, that anyone can pull off. And that is it. I hope you folks enjoyed this video. And like I promised, I'll do a separate one into the makeup look that I ended up doing for last 2 or 3 weekends ago for the occasions that I attended to. And I hope to catch you on that next video as well. Thank you for watching and for your support as well. And I'll catch you on my next video. Bye now.